Hey everybody, this is Amanda, and I am coming to you today again from my gym here at Biltmore Fitness. I just finished up again some deadlifts and some back work. So today I wanted to address this vlog to a friend of mine who had messaged me this morning and had asked me a question about deltoid exercises. She is a CrossFitter and has been doing CrossFit, I guess, for probably over a year or so now. And while her front and medial delts are becoming pretty developed, she is concerned about the development of her rear delts or her posterior delts. As we all know, your deltoid muscles, or your shoulder, is comprised of three muscles. And in most movements in weightlifting, the front two seem to get hammered quite often. You know, because you're pushing it up over your head or you're pushing it straight forward, and it's, you know, they just tend to get a lot of overuse. They're used in everything. Having been, you know, a former boxer, I can tell you that, you know, they really get overworked if that is part of your life. So you really do need to build your rear deltoids just to keep you balanced and to keep you from falling into injury easier. If your entire shoulder is strong, then your overall lifts will be strong. You'll actually be able to lift more above your head because you've got that safety net behind you. She asked me what she could do as far as rear delt exercises go, because she doesn't train that way. And a lot of us in you know, the strength sports, especially if you're in powerlifting or something like that, we tend to shy away from the secondary exercises, like your bodybuilding exercises, because, oh, God forbid somebody say that. Ooh, don't want to be associated with those guys. Mind you, some of the best bodybuilders on the planet are also very, very talented and very strong powerlifters. If you look at Mike O'Hearn, Anita Ramsey, these people look like they're carved out of cheese, and their numbers are sick on the platform. They're absolutely sick. So, and they are both professional bodybuilders. So, that being said, on the same token, people who, some of the best powerlifters in the world, they know the secret. You can't ignore your secondary muscles. You do have to do some bodybuilding movements. Ask Brandon Lilly, he'll tell you that. He knows. The man knows what's up. So, anywho, so I don't get this too drawn out and long, some things you can do for your rear deltoids. I told her a good exercise to do is to take a couple of dumbbells. She could sit up on the edge of the bench, sit up good and straight, and then I want her to lean forward to where her chest is touching the top of her thighs. She's going to take the dumbbells from below her knees, just like I am here, and she's going to come straight up with them. I want her to keep her head straight forward because it's going to keep your airway open, but when you come up, I want her to squeeze. You see, this, not this one, that is the muscle that you need to feel the impact in. You're also going to feel it in your upper rhomboids, you're going to feel it in your traps. It's amazing the muscles that this small exercise will actually hit, but it's primarily a deltoid exercise. And again, you're going to start at the bottom, you're going to come straight up, you're going to squeeze at the top, you're going to control it all the way back down, you can control it all the way back up. This is not a heaving motion, it's nothing like this. If you have to do all that, the weight's too heavy. You don't need a heavy weight on this exercise. You're here, then you're here, and you're straight back down. And you're going to squeeze every time. I'm squeezing and I don't have a weight in my hand, and I can feel it. And you're going to bring it all the way back down. That's one thing you can do for your rear delts. If you have access to some cables, or if you say you were standing in front of the cables and the cables have a rope, even if you're sitting, you could take the cables just like this, and you're going to bring them in this motion in front of you. And then you're going to bring them all the way up and let it roll all the way back out of your shoulders. I'm going to turn around so you can see this, but you might not be able to hear me as well. So the motion that we're going to be doing is we're here with the rope, we're going to come all the way down and we're going to squeeze. You're going to squeeze it with your shoulders, you're going to squeeze it with your rear deltoids, you're going to squeeze it with the top of your back. And then you're going to let it go all the way back up, and you're going to let it roll out of your shoulders. And when you're extended, your arms should be completely extended out. So from the side, it would look like this. All the way here, all the way back out. But it's at an angle. And from the back, it would look like this. So we're here. You're going to bring it all the way down to here. You're going to flex. You're going to squeeze. You're going to let it come all the way back up and let it roll out of your shoulders. And then back down, squeeze, all the way back up. those are two things that you can do. Some other exercises that are really good actually target the back more so than they target the deltoids. However, the rear delts play a role in this exercise, and therefore they are good for your rear delts. That would be a bent over row if you were doing it with a barbell, meaning if you had the barbell and you had it in this position, you're gonna bring it here. It's gonna hit you across the middle of your waist. But you see, when you're here, how all of this is flexed, all of this is engaged. That includes your rear deltoids, because again, you're squeezing with your back. You're squeezing with your upper back, you're squeezing with your mid back. When you come down, you're gonna let it roll all the way out, and you're gonna bring it all the way back and squeeze again. The bar's gonna hit you right here. If it hits you here, it's too low. If it hits you here, it's too high. It needs to be coming right across your midsection. You're here, you're down, and you're back up. That's one. And then there's always the dumbbell row, which if you had a dumbbell in your hand and you're here, you're gonna start all the way at the bottom. See how my shoulder's all the way extended down. You bring it all the way back to here. You see, you're gonna squeeze and let it go all the way back down. This isn't a heaving motion. None of these are heaving motions. These are all very static movements. If you have to heave and do all kinds of other stuff just to get the weight up, it's too heavy. So that is what I got for you. To my friend Melissa, I hope that helps you out some. It's not something that you have to hammer into your workout every single week, but just don't ignore these guys, because they will strengthen your deltoids, they will strengthen your upper back, and that will, in overall, improve your snatch, that'll improve your jerk, that'll improve everything, because you got to train the whole animal. And I think as athletes are growing in their sport, they're figuring that out. You can't just be a one-trick pony. You got to train it all. That's the only way you're going to ever be strong overall. So that's all I got for you today, Nation. I hope everybody is training hard. Strong and far, folks. Ciao.